They are comparing Steve Jobs to Edison and to Ford, and we are going to talk about his legacy further this morning. 13 Wham's Norma Holland is out with one of our tech friends at RIT this morning. Good morning, Norma.
Yeah, good morning, Doug. We're live at the Center for Student Innovation here at RIT. With us this morning, Steve Jacobs, and he is an associate professor of interactive gaming and media, and he joins us all the time to talk about the cool stuff that the gadgets and all that stuff that we got out that we get from time to time. And of course, you've been on many times to talk about Apple products, and we've been discussing the legacy of Steve Jobs and, of course, what people will remember him for: the computer, the phone, the tablet computer, the iPod, everything about the way that we communicate, he had a hand in changing. So let's talk about what you think, how will this affect Apple as a company now? What do you think is going to change? Can it maintain itself now that Steve Jobs is gone?
Well, first of all, unfortunately, due to his health, he's been less and less present the past couple of years.
But that hasn't stopped the company from churning out amazing things, right?
And you don't know what they have in the skunk works for the next 3 or 5 years that he had a hand in. But really more importantly, he's been responsible not only within his company, but literally around the world for changing the way that we think about design and interaction with computers, design and interaction with electronic devices. When I was working at Crazy Eddie's in college selling radios and VCRs, the idea that these things would be fun, sexy, comfortable, multifunctional, that they would talk to each other simply and automatically, right? You don't design anything anymore without that kind of thinking in mind.
Elegance is a way, right?
Absolutely.
That's the way to describe it.
Clean, simple, understated, the personal, right? This was rarely the Steve Jobs that you saw.
No,
right?
this was the way we remember him. And in fact,
and yes, I did that today for this, right? So, it was all about the personal and about making communication media publication from the days of desktop publishing. Remember, the original thing that made the Mac the killer app was the desktop publishing app you see up here, right?
Yeah, and this is, of course, showing everyone your computer.
Sure.
Look how thin the laptop has become. Right. But they've gone beyond even this. Now this is even outdated. Now there's tablets and there's new iPhones. And coming up, we're going to discuss what's next. I mean, what is the next great gadget to come from Apple? If you could even venture a guess. And of course, more on the legacy of Steve Jobs when we come back. Reporting live at RIT, Norma Holland, 13 Wham News.